This is the 2024 Volvo V60 Polestar wagon. It is an E all-wheel drive, and there is a performance change for this year that's quite impressive. The 2024 Volvo V60 Polestar has a healthy boost of power for this year. That's a more powerful turbocharger, increased rear electric motor output, bigger battery packs that makes this a stout performance wagon. One distinctive feature of all Volvo vehicles is the headlight design that is called Thor's hammer. Polestar engineering means that you're going to get that electrified Volvo, which gives you more instant performance. Here's a little tip. For all Volvos, wherever this line ends, you just put your hand right up here, and that's where the latch is to release the hood for the engine. Our test vehicle rides on 235/40/19 all-season tires. 19-inch aluminum wheels are standard on the V60 Polestar. And the charge port is right up here. This sporty wagon comes with a full glass panoramic roof, as well as roof rails so you can put bikes or kayaks or whatever you'd like to do. Warranty is 4 years, 50,000 miles. The hybrid portion is 8 years, 100,000 miles, and 4 years of roadside assistance is included, as well as a maintenance package for 3 years, 30,000 miles. Coming around to the back of the V60, you've got your integrated upper wing, your wiper blade here, which you know what I'm going to say, I wish it was tucked up underneath because it makes that wiper blade last longer, especially if you live in the winter time where you're scraping. With an ice scraper, well, it can damage the wiper blade. This protects it, and they are expensive. Volvo across the back, V60 here, and again, reminding people that you're driving the hybrid, which is the Polestar, and Polestar is a separate product line as well. We reviewed that on a separate review. Across the back, nice and clean. Now let's take a look at the cargo space while we're back here. Underneath this cargo cover, which is removable, it does slide up, is 25.5 cubic feet of storage. The seats fold down 20, 40, 20, and there is a pass-through. Fold down that second row and you're at 60.5 cubic feet of storage. That's bigger than most SUVs, and I think that's a major plus. Underneath this cover is a tire inflation product. There is no spare tire. The big change for 2024 is what is under the hood of the V60 Polestar, and that is a plug-in hybrid 2-liter engine with an inline 4-cylinder engine. This plug-in hybrid has 455 horsepower, 523 pound-feet of torque, and backed by an 8-speed shiftable automatic transmission. 40 miles of electric vehicle range. It gets 31 miles to the gallon on the gas-only engine and 74 mpge with the e-assist, which is slightly more than its predecessor. Charging time is 5 hours on level 2 charging with a 3.kilowatt-hour onboard charger. It uses premium unleaded fuel and does 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, which is just a touch faster than the previous model year. An all-wheel drive is standard on the V60 wagon. Inside the Volvo V60 Polestar, the first thing you're going to notice and feel is this low center of gravity because there's batteries underneath. But what it does is it gives you a better handling car. You've got increased horsepower, all-wheel drive is standard, and every safety feature comes with the Volvo because it's about safety. Obviously, the basic safety things we know about, like seatbelts and airbags and so forth, but you have lane departure warning, you have blind spot detection, you've got a head-up display, you've got driver monitoring system. I mean, every single safety feature that you're going to want, that you're going to have to pay up for on the German brands, that's included in the Volvo, and that's a major plus. Now, overall, I like the center screen. It's a little smaller than what we've seen in the SUV. And I'm actually okay with that because you don't need a gigantic screen. It has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's also Google-based. So that means you can say, hey, Alexa, what's the temperature outside? And she can tell you that. I have it disabled right now, or she'll interrupt us. But the fact is that's all included. And beautiful Bowers & Wilkins audio, which is fantastic. Now, they do have an upgraded system that's available on the new EX90. We've reviewed that on our channel as well, and that had Abbey Road audio, which I'm not really an audiophile, but I'll have to tell you, it was quite impressive. In front of you, you've got a nice configurable screen that allows you not just to have navigation, but if you wish to change what's in front of you, you can do that right here. You can have it off if you wish, because there's a lot of distractions just in everyday life, and you want to make sure that you set this up however you would like it. Now, one of the things I've also noticed is that the controls are the same across the board with Volvo. Very easy to use. There's no paddle shifters. It's not needed. On the stalk, you've got your wipers and your headlights on the other side. Really, really easy. Memory seating. You have heated seats and heated steering wheel. In our test vehicle, there was no air-cooled seats, which I'm kind of disappointed because it's super hot here in Buffalo today. As you can see, I rarely record with shorts, but I will tell you it's like 95 degrees, which is also unusual for this area. So you got speakers in the doors, you've got speakers in the second row. So from an audio standpoint, you've got great sound, and the ride is really, really nice. This is with the new dampeners, the new springs, all of this combined, because you get that lower center of gravity, is going to make a better handling vehicle and a more sportier experience. A lot of horsepower, because you buy horsepower, but you drive torque. So when you put your foot in it and you think, wow, that's great, that's really torque. So think about that when you throws you right back in the seat. And that is just for a split second, and you get instant gratification on that because of the electrification, the E all-wheel drive. So it's getting everything going with these electric motors. I really, really like this car. We get these vehicles for a week, so we get a good feel for what we like and don't like. There really isn't any negatives to this car. The seating is fabulous in the front row. The second row is normal second row seating. It's not flat, but it has some good form to it. Seats 5 people, and standard is leather interior and leatherette in the second row. 8-way power driver's seat, and the driver and passenger seat also has power adjustable lumbar support. The passenger seat also has thigh extension and a heated steering wheel, as well as heated seats are standard. Heading into the second row, there's a lot of room, much like that of a 2-row SUV. But what you're getting besides this lovely interior is you've got 3-stage heated seats, as well as a charge port here in the back, which is 2 USB-C charge ports, and netting behind each seat. In addition, these gold seat belts that are very cool, they carry through to the second row. This is leatherette material, and there are 2 child latch systems that are standard with this vehicle. The seats fold down 40, 20, 40, and there's a pass-through for long items such as skis. Cup holders are right here. Nice material, real stitching, and a really luxurious interior. But overall, this vehicle is super easy to use. You can go to this side of it and you can get all of your audio and your Apple CarPlay and what assistance that you want from Google. On the other side, you get your driver settings for all your safety features. I currently have lane departure off because it drives me crazy, but that's a personal thing, and you should have it on if it's available. There's also different modes: hybrid, Polestar, pure, which is all electric, and constant all-wheel drive. So if it's snowy out, you live in the upper half of the country, best thing to have, great all-wheel drive system. But for now, hybrid makes the most sense for all around. If you're gonna go just pure electric, well, that's okay. And you can plug it in at home. You can go to a fast charger if you want, but it's not necessary. Just plug in the vehicle at home, charging cable comes with it. So really easy to use from that perspective. All the connections are there as well. Now let's go into these little corners. Nice and flat. This is amazing. I think having the battery underneath, lowering that center of gravity, is a big plus for this vehicle because you no longer have the body roll that you would have in a regular wagon or in an SUV. That gets completely absorbed into the design of this chassis for that specific reason. It's a really nice car. You know, I drive a lot of vehicles, and this is really an elevation for Volvo, having hybrid. When at first they said they were going to go all electric, then they changed their mind because you made the decision, you the buyer decided you wanted hybrid. You can buy electric. They sell an EX30 and they have an EX90, but a lot of people want the hybrid combination. I want to drive an electric when I want to, and when I go on the highway, I don't want to have to rent another vehicle. I want to be able to use the vehicle I own, and this vehicle delivers when it comes to having the best of all worlds. And then further back, you have the Orfish Crystal, which is Swedish. Beautiful crystal shifters that they offer are just, I've always thought that they're so beautiful. You can just make them like, put them on your desk or have them in your case. Just really, really nice. Your start stop has always been a turn. That is traditional when it comes to Volvo. And underneath this cover, you have 2 cup holders. You've got your auto hold, your parking brake, and a very small glove box here in the center console, but there is also a bigger glove box that's over here on the side. Just handles so nice and picks up all of the road noise and just dampens it right out. I think that's a major plus for this car. So when you're thinking it's just a horsepower improvement, no, I think there's more to it than that. I think this vehicle offers a more sportier drive and a more sportier feel. Now let's talk about my pros and cons. We'll talk about the price and the competitors. There are some pros and cons to the Volvo V60 Polestar. On the plus side, I love the new increase in performance. This vehicle is super fun to drive in a spirited way, and the seats are fantastic. Previously, seats were a little on the flat side. They're just a little bit more bolstered, nice lumbar. Really like the leather material as well. So they've done a great job with all the standard line of technology, and of course safety, which was what Volvo is all about. They invented the seatbelt, and safety is their top priority in their goal to have 0 accidents in their vehicles whenever you own a Volvo vehicle. On the negative side, well, I kind of wish you could customize it and make this vehicle a little bit more personalized. When you add that Polestar package, you get everything, and that's great, and that's what keeps the price down low. Now, there are some competitors in this category, and that would be the Audi A6 Allroad, the Mercedes E-Class, and the BMW M5 is going to be available as a wagon. They're calling it a touring. We've seen it. It's on our channel. You can check that out, but it's going to be a lot more expensive because you're talking about an M5 touring, and the price is going to be big. However, it's about performance, or is it about safety, or is it about utility? Because you get everything when it comes to storage in a wagon that you would get in an SUV. Now let's get to the price. The 2024 Volvo V60 Polestar starts at $71,250. Add in the options that we have on our test vehicle, and you're at $72,950. But when you look at a vehicle in this price point, what you find it is a great value compared to some of the competitors, which can get very expensive when you start adding up equal features to features. And this is a European design vehicle, so I think you're getting a lot of great value when it comes to the Volvo, including the service which is included, which will save you a few bucks. Now, if you have any additional comments and questions when it comes to the V60 Polestar, put them in the comments below. Let's start that conversation. If you got value from this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. You can also support me by buying me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, plus all the ways to reach me. I'm LaurenFix. Thanks so much for watching.